Hi guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to the channel Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. For those of you that are returning, thank you so much for coming back. And for those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your monthly subscriptions. If anybody would like to go over to Patreon, you can support me. At the minimum level, you'll get the daily forecast a day early. I film these one day prior. So, but there's other levels and different readings over there if you want to support in that way. Otherwise, you can support without spending any money. It's just liking the videos, sharing them out is huge. Telling other people about me is huge. Helping me get the word out that I have a YouTube channel would be a big help. Commenting on the videos, asking questions, any of that sort of stuff, you know. You can also book a private reading with me via my Facebook business page. You can follow me at either the YouTube page or the business page or both. And my Instagram at Engelgeist333. You can follow me there. Any of the decks that I use are in the video description boxes. If they have an Amazon affiliate link and you utilize that link to purchase the deck, I get a percentage of the sale, just like $1 or whatever. But it's a nice way to, get a deck and support me. And that's really it. Let's get into it. I'm interested in this. We've got this eclipse happening. I'm not a super astrologer. I know a little bit about astrology. This eclipse is happening on July 4th, which is, our independence holiday, which I think is no joke, right? Because it's, a date that's famous that we've been celebrating around the independence, our independence. It's happening in the sign of Capricorn. I read a very interesting article that I left on my business page about, okay, this is going to be a long read because I just got a lot to say. I left an article that somebody gave to me on my page. My friend Sean left it on my page, and I read it, and it made a lot of sense. My ears have been ringing for like 4 days. He talked in the article. It talks a little bit about people going through physical manifestations of feeling this. And it's like a full moon and a lunar eclipse all happening at once in the sign of Capricorn. Um, which to me is impactful and interesting. It's also happening on July 4th in 2020, which is 2020 boils down numerologically to a 4. And it's happening on July 4th. And it's also happening at 4:44 UT time, whatever that is. So there's a lot of 4s going on. Like, it's just weird to me. Then when I go and I read the article is all about this sort of divine masculine, divine feminine, which I've been kind of obsessed with lately. I've noticed even in the crystals, there's like, I mean, I know that this is the glare off of the candle, right? But you have this like orange and then this blue, which to me feels like these two energies coming together. I don't know why. Maybe I'm being crazy. Um, I see it. It's just so, it's like that's how I'm starting to see shit. It's just like these coming together of energies. Then I noticed that I chose these two decks by the same author, right, this month, and I didn't understand. I just kind of thought, oh, the unknown. But we have the dark, which is in this article, they represent that as the divine feminine, and then the light, which is the divine masculine. And I was like, wait a second, so I'm using decks that are in tune with this. And then I looked at I did the Cupid's love reading on the Patreon page, and there's a heavy emphasis on love, like really heavy in the month of July. And when you look at this article, they talk about the power of this love coming together and what it can create, and how that's the whole sort of shift in this eclipse and full moon energy and all of that is the joining of our chakras, our heart, and our solar plexus together, which is sort of like the divine masculine and the divine feminine joining together within our own bodies, and how that shifts our sort of vibration, our ability to create, all of that sort of stuff. And I'm thinking, whoa, if this is really what's happening, that would A, be amazing, but B, it would also explain why we're sort of purging and being challenged in the way that we're being challenged right now. Things are coming to the surface that are ugly, that are no longer based in love, like all of this racism and things like that. It's being sort of rooted out. The wounds are hopefully being healed. And I hope that's the truth. I really do. I just feel like the really wounded are the really fearful. Myself included, I'm fearful around my own, life experience, wounds, and emotional shit and stuff. I work on it all the time, but it's just like, that couple in St. Louis that pulled those guns and stuff. I mean, I get it that they're protecting their house, but they looked psychotic with those guns. The fact that they didn't, I don't know. And this is part of the reason why I'm not doing lives, because it's just so politicized right now. So let's get into the forecast. It's just, these are some of the things I've been noticing this morning, and it just feels like shit's sort of not colliding in a bad way, but I don't know. Like that Cupid's love reading and then this article just made me think that, oh my God, maybe we're exactly where we need to be. I hope that's the case. So let's see what the tarot card is. Oh my God, it's my favorite card on the deck. Oh, I was just sharing about this in the Tarot Nerds group about how this card haunts me. I've never seen this card in this deck. This is the Star, guys. This is Major Arcana. This is one of my favorite cards of the deck. This card has been following me for like the last 2 years since I've been going back and forth to Mexico. So the Star is Major Arcana. It always packs a big punch. To me, I feel like the Star is definitely attributed to that sort of quiet, passive wisdom. I believe Star is also attributed to Aquarius energy, which Saturn is moving. I think Saturn is retrograding right now back into Capricorn, right? But then it's going to shift back into Aquarius and sit in Aquarius for a while. And that's when it first shifted into Aquarius was when COVID broke back in March. And then it retrograded and things died down. And now it's starting to ramp back up again. And I think that we're going to see another shift as Saturn moves from Capricorn, which all of this eclipse stuff is happening in Capricorn too, which is all about stability and the fours that we see. It must sound like a loon. Anyways, so getting on to this Star card. To me, this is totally that zebra energy that was on his third eye yesterday is like exploded and become made like ether, and I use the word ether because this article this morning was about earth and ether. So please go to my business page and read the article so I don't sound like a total nut job. But the Star is also about this beautiful, I believe it's associated with the element of Aquarius, right? There's always that picture of the woman when she's pouring that water or pulling that water from the river. She's usually naked, she's vulnerable, but she's shining in who she is, right? There's a gentleness and a beautiful passivity, but and I don't mean passive in a bad way. To me, like the Star is that blend of masculine and feminine, like the two coming together, right? When we're truly able to be our strongest, which would be the masculine, is when we're able to be vulnerable, which is the feminine, right? When we can find those energies within ourselves and utilize them both together and operate from that place, we approach things differently. We approach things more calmly. We approach things more stable. We approach things with less fear, with less need to sort of control, and we can also see things more impartially and allow them to be what they are as we allow ourselves to be what we are. So the Star to me is this idea of blending of those two energies within each of us. Again, that merging, like I said in that article, the merging of the third chakra with the fourth, the power center of the masculine with the higher heart of the feminine. So blah, this is a lot. Okay, so I feel like this Star is sparkling and it's all of the colors of the rainbow, right? To me, this speaks to the colors of our chakra system and including all of the different aspects of ourselves, being able to emanate our beauty, our skill, our awareness, our spirituality, all of those things in the darkness of night, right? And other stars see us, right? And what I mean by that is other people who may feel disconnected or not able to see will actually be able to shine more through seeing us shine in our own. And when I talk about shining, I'm not talking about like running out there and bragging or, showing off or anything like that. It's just about like being authentically who you are and being at peace with that, like warts and all. And I've said that a million times too. I used to say that all like last year when I was in Mexico, I believe. It's about really embracing those aspects of self and just allowing them to shine and not being sort of ashamed, no longer carrying anything with us from the past. And that was also in this article too. It was about the releasing of the past and allowing ourselves to sort of grow and evolve into this future that we are deserving of. This Star emanates that vibration. I love that this is also July 4th. To me, this looks like a firework, guys. I just realized that. I forget that this is the 4th of July reading. I didn't even say that yet at the beginning of the um, reading. So this is for the 4th. It is an timeless reading. I need to say that in the beginning too, and I forgot. So let's see what animal spirit couples along this. What else do we need to know with this energy? We're ending out this week on a bang. The star is beautiful, peaceful, calm, self-aware, full, like, how do I want to say this? Like, not full of oneself, but like fully aware and at peace with who they are, right? And just sort of leave it to me to love a little shimmer, but just sort of shimmering in our authenticity, our individuality, owning it from that place. Also, star card is very much associated with compassion, which I love that. Ooh, okay, water energy. Shark, bitch. Okay, let's see what's going on with shark. Now, to me, sharks are misunderstood animals. Sharks are sort of, how do I want to say this? To me, sharks carry such like fear, right? They like even this card. Like I look at it, I'm like ah, because you see all the teeth and what and all of that. But they are sort of the apex predator of the ocean, right? And I feel like sharks keep moving. They don't stop, or else they have to die. You know, they die if they don't keep swimming. And so, to me, I feel like honestly, this is about embracing our. And I don't know what Shark is going to say in the book. To me, there's a sort of cunningness to this shark. There's a shadow side to this shark. To me, it's a water animal, so it makes me think of the emotions, right? The element of emotions, being able to swim to the depths of who we are and face those things like head on. There's no fear in Shark at all. Shark just is, right? And so is Star in that way. Star is sort of like this passive, more feminine aspect of just shining brightly and allowing ourselves to be, where Shark is more active or masculine in the sense that, to me, Shark goes out and gets what it needs. It gets its needs met. It doesn't get messed with, fucked with. Shark is pretty much high on the food chain, so to speak. And so when I look at these two cards together, it feels like, and we've also got, one above, which would be Star, and one below, down in the water, which is Shark. So there's a balance there, too. Let me read these to you and see what else. Let me see. I love that we got the Star card. I haven't seen the Star card in a while. But I also haven't done any readings for myself. I've been kind of laying low and staying Hope and peace of mind. Standing outside on a dark night, you gaze up at the stars and sense glimmers of wonder and hope. Even though you can't find concrete answers to life's many questions up there in the sky, you can't help but feel comforted and renewed. Such is the energy of the star card. It is not about actions or situations. It's simply about connecting to the part of you that is hopeful and serene. This force will bring light back into your life and infuse you with positivity. A lovely card. And that's what I mean about that to me, star represents kind of like that, just being still and knowing, shining in your own, brightness, or you're shining your own true authentic light without necessarily having to dim the light of anybody else. You kind of work amongst a constellation of many other people, right? And your light sort of liberates others to shine. All right, let me go and find Shark really quick. Whale, no. Sorry, guys. I feel like Shark is more the masculine. Like he feels like he keeps, Shark keeps moving. Directness, exposure, revealing the true nature and desire. The shark is only dangerous when we don't acknowledge it. The card indicates that something big needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths and creating tension. Shark energy takes over us when we are hesitant to be honest, to be totally ourselves, or to say what we really want. It may be tempting to continue pretending nothing is wrong, but when shark energy is at play, we feel its presence encircling us. Excuse me. When in balance, intriguing, captivating, mysterious. Those could also be star qualities too, is that intriguing, captivating, and mysterious. But I also think that this is about swimming to the depths and accepting ourselves fully. when out of balance is sneaky and destructive. To bring into balance, what you need is honesty. And I feel like the star is that sort of honesty that like allows us to just sort of be. These are two really powerful sort of cards, and like I said, I do see this balance of masculine and feminine in them. And these are, to me, shark's like a power player. Like, you don't mess with the shark. You know what I'm saying? So I also feel like this is about us accepting both the, positive and negative, masculine, feminine, all of the different dualities and polarities that are within us as human beings. Today is the day to do that as we sort of walk into the 4th of July, into this full moon eclipse. Honor yourselves in that way. Somehow, like, dive to the depths, then go up to and each has their depths. It's funny how we have the depths of the ocean down here, and then we have the darkness of the sky, night sky up here. Again, we have balance. We have light up here and light down here. So it's this weird yin-yang thing that's happening with these cards. Let's see what the grounding stone is. What is the energy that we're going to be grounding in today? Okay. So this is the black stone of obsidian. It's energy. To me, obsidian wards off negative energy. This is a very grounded stone. We want to stay clear of any negativity today. I think that it's important that we do so, especially as we go through this eclipse. This is about releasing that negative energy. This is about like maintaining our energy, honoring our energy. And also, to me, it's funny, when you think about energy as being sort of light and that sort of thing, and then it's on this obsidian stone, again, we have this play of darkness and light. So I think that this is about accepting ourselves fully and whole, as a whole and complete being, pluses, minuses, and everything. And then taking that out into the world. Or, I mean, I shouldn't say taking that out into the world, because a lot of, everything that's going on in the world right now, we might want to stay home. But you know what I'm saying? Like, allowing that to shine into the world, even if it's from behind a computer or through the phone, talking to friends, whatever that may be for you. I don't want to suggest anybody go out into COVID realness right now. But even with shark, I have to say, there's sort of this interesting kind of passive nature, like in the sense that shark just sort of swims until he's not like this killer that he's projected to be in the TV programs that we get, right, or that we see, the fears that are played upon, right? The reality is that shark is much less. I mean, yes, he's dangerous if we're unaware that he's there, like the card says, but I feel like it's that unawareness that harms us, right? So if we don't dive to our own depths, if we don't check our own energy, if we don't get to the more deeper awareness of ourselves, which is also projected through the star card, then we're doing ourselves a disservice. There's whole, aspects of self that we are just negating, ignoring, or avoiding altogether. And that's what we need to stop doing. And I think that that's also what that article was about too, was about not only finding love of others and sort of that evolution, but also finding that love within ourselves so that we can, find that love within others. All right, that is your forecast. I hope it makes sense, you guys. Have a great 4th of July. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you everybody for tuning in. And again, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Please share out my videos, or let other people know that I'm doing this. YouTube subscriptions would be brilliant to have people coming to the channel. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Or if my readings are horrible, let me know that too. If you're not getting anything from them, maybe that's what needs to change. I don't know. I just would love to see the channel grow so I can keep doing this. All right, I love you guys, and have a great day. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and go out there into the world, or even, you don't have to physically go out into the world, but allow yourself to shine today. Allow your energy to sort of show who you truly are, right? It's a powerful statement when we do that. not only like, it's like energetically, it's a powerful statement of acceptance. Does that make sense? And my dog is licking the carpet. That's a nice way to end this out. Can we stop, please? All right, you guys, have a great day. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Happy 4th of July. Take care. I love you guys. Bye.